Okay, in this video we will solve this problem right here, and this problem will involve using quotient rule, product rule, and chain rule. Now technically you don't have to use product rule if you expand here first, but I want to do a problem where I will incorporate all three: quotient rule, product rule, and chain rule. And so if you want, you can pause the video here and attempt this problem. So the first step will be to do the quotient rule. So low d high minus high d low divided by the square root of what's below. So low meaning this term right here, parentheses 5x plus 6 raised to 7, d high, so derivative of the top part. So derivative of parentheses 3x times parentheses 4x plus 5 minus high, so the top part, 3x times parentheses 4x plus 5, d low, so derivative of the bottom, divided by the square root of what's below. So the bottom part, we square it. And so now we will have a number of things to do: product rule and chain rule. So this piece right here will involve using the product rule. So 1d2 plus 2d1. 1 meaning the 3x times d derivative of 2, 4x plus 5, plus 2, so 4x plus 5, d1 derivative of 3x. Now this piece right here, we need to use the chain rule, and so that's going to be the derivative of the outside function. So the 7 goes to the front, and then you do 7 minus 1 becomes 6, and the inside remains the same. Then we do the derivative of the inside function. So that's why we have derivative of 5x plus 6. So next we take the derivative. So derivative of 4x plus 5 is 4, the derivative of 3x is 3, the derivative of 5x plus 6 is 5. So next we can expand. So 3x times 4 is 12x, 4x times 3 is 12x, 5 times 3 is 15. Then here, 3x times 4x is 12x squared, 3x times 5 is 15x, and now we'll go to another page. So this line right here was the previous line. Now in this line, I'm kind of like factoring out, pieces. So 12x, 12x, 15, I can factor a 3. So I take a 3 on the outside, parentheses 4x plus 4x plus 5, because 3 times 4x is 12x, 3 times 4x is 12x, and 3 times 5 is 15. Here I do the same thing. I can factor out a 3x, and I can do that because 3x times 4x is 12x squared, 3x times 5 is 15x. So next I group, so 4x plus 4x is 8x. And in the next line I kind of rearrange, so I put the 3 in the front, and with this part I have a 3x, I have a 7, I have a 5, and it gets multiplied. And so that's why we have 105x. Finally, I can kind of like separate a little bit, so I can do 3 times parentheses 5x plus 6 raised to 7 times 8x plus 5 divided by this piece right here, 5x plus 6 raised to the 14, minus here 105x times 4x plus 5 times 5x plus 6 raised to 6 divided by the same piece, 5x plus 6 raised to 14. And the reason I'm separating is because this piece has 5x plus 6 raised to 7, and this piece has 5x plus 6 raised to 6. And so we could do this: 3 times 8x plus 5 divided by 5x plus 6 raised to 7, because 14 minus 7 is 7. And with this piece right here, I will do minus 105x parentheses 4x plus 5 divided by 5x plus 6 raised to 8, because here is 14, 14 minus 6 is 8. And so this right here is our final answer. And that's all we need to do for this type of problem.